Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Nielsen of Nielsen Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions and their proud sponsors Allegra and Gladius. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Chaz Coakley. Your timekeeper at the bell, Mark Shannon. And your third man in the ring in charge of the action, A-star referee, Kieran McCann. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black with orange trim. His official weight of 150.5 pounds. Hailing from Sheffield, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Owen Durnan. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the navy, light black, his official weight of 150.4 pounds. Hailing from Wellington, Northampton, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Charlie Hamilton.
You both know the rules, you can obey my commands at all times. When I take a break clean, take a step back, throw no punches. Mind your heads in close, lads, and most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Shake hands.
Well, this is the first fight of the evening in the welterweight division for 3-minute rounds between Charlie Hamilton of Northampton and Owen Durnan of Sheffield. Charlie Hamilton comes out in the orthodox stance versus Durnan in the southpaw stance. Charlie is just inching his way forward behind his left jab. He's got a vast amount of experience from a young lad. He started boxing at the age of 9, had 36 amateur fights. He'd had 8 straight wins to win the Youth National Championship title in 2022, and he says that he believes he can go all the way and be a world champion. Both boxers nicely sitting in centre ring right now. What are you making of Charlie Hamilton so far? I know it's early in the round, Dan.
Yeah, he's come out, he's using his jab, which you would do and you would expect from well-grounded amateur boxer with a good pedigree. What I've noticed is he has war at the back of his shorts, so I'm hoping as the rounds go on, that's what we're going to see, because I believe that's a very good mentality to have when you're a prospect. You know, you don't want to just come out and win fights on points and, you know, just get your way through. You want to make a name for yourself and you want to differentiate yourself from all the other boxers. So yeah, the fact that I see war at the back, I'm like, good, I can get an insight into his mentality and what he's maybe trying to do in this fight.
It shows exactly what he's looking for. He's already got Owen Durnan on the back foot, but we can't underestimate Durnan. He's a resilient lad. He survived cancer actually at the age of 21 and said it built him into a stronger person. So he's up against somebody incredibly resilient here on his pro debut. He had his pro debut, back in July 2025.
Yep. And like you said, you know, his opponent Durnan, he's you know, defeated cancer, so he's going to be a tough guy mentally and physically. I believe this is his 23rd outing this year, so he's been a busy lad this year, and I don't think he's ever been stopped either. So Charlie's definitely got his work cut out for him if he wants to make any type of dent in him.
I mean, we're coming up to the last 30 seconds of the first round. These rounds go really quick, especially when you are only boxing 4 rounds. But I think Charlie's made a decent start. He's picking Durnan off against, you know, from behind his jab. He's got a lot of support at the York Hall this evening.
Yes, you could hear it as soon as he was coming out. You could hear he's got a lot of support. And again, he's got to be able to balance that, you know, pressure of the people who've come to watch him, as well as putting on a good performance. But this round, I think he's done very well. Picked his shot nicely.
Well, let's just have a look at the replay here and talk us through it, Dan.
Yeah, you can see Charlie has him on the ropes. He's picking good shots, but there he got caught with a southpaw backhand, so he's got to be careful of that. But overall, I think he's dominated the fight. He's threw more shots, and he's picked a better shots out of the both of them. So yeah, hopefully it gets a bit more heated and he puts a bit more pressure. But so far, so good.
It's certainly been a composed first round from Charlie Hamilton and Owen Durnan. He nicked a couple of decent shots in that first round. But again, Hamilton just comes out from behind his jab. I think he's found his range really well here, Dan.
Yes, I like when he throws more than one shot. When he throws combinations, they're quite fluid. I like them. Like there, you know, the jab, hook, and then up through the middle. Good variety from Charlie.
Definitely a good variety here. They're just getting tangled up slightly, but Charlie looks to be able to just step back out, find his range again from behind the jab. Nice uppercut there, straight through the middle. It looks like he's, you know, starting to just turn up the pressure a little bit in the work rate here in the second round.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I like what I'm seeing. He's letting his hands go a bit more. First round is always like a kind of feel around, you know, safety, see what your opponent's about. And now I think he's very comfortable, and now he's letting his hands go. There we go. Beautiful free piece.
You can see how he's building in, you know, he's flowing nicely here in the second round. We're halfway through, well, we're about coming up to halfway through, sorry, the second round of 4 rounds this evening in the welterweight division between Charlie Hamilton and Owen Durnan. We've just been joined by Melissa Zad at the commentary table this evening. Melissa, you've seen this so far. What do you think?
It's looking good. I mean, Charlie is looking really sharp behind that jab. I'm loving his lateral movement as well. So it's really good to see on his professional debut. Obviously, he's brought a nice crowd in here as well. So the atmosphere is building up nicely.
Like you said, he's got a lot of support in York Hall this evening. And how important, Dan, is it that, you know, you're supported so early on in your career? Charlie Hamilton had his debut in July 2025, but you know, the crowd want to see him.
No, of course, it's always good to have support. You know, you throw a few shots and then you hear your support just shouting and cheering you on, and that gives you that extra, you know, bit of fire and motivation. But I want to see Charlie. Seems very comfortable, so I want to see him push further now, like, and maybe throw with a bit more intent. You know, like I said, this guy hasn't been stopped ever, so what a statement that would be if he could come and be the first to do that.
I mean, he's landed a couple of stinging shots in this round, and he's definitely upped the work rate as Charlie Hamilton. But again, it's a composed performance, and you know, at this stage you have to balance between getting the rounds in and also being explosive and wanting to get the stoppage to make that statement. That's the 10-second clapper just gone there.
Yeah, forget about getting the rounds in. If you can get them out in the first round, do so. You do enough rounds in the gym.
No one wants to do overtime in this job, Dan.
Exactly.
Just have a look at this replay, Dan. What do you think?
I like the uppercut and the hook. He's finding it. The jab is landing, and just at the end of that round, you can see Charlie whipping him in with real purpose and venom, and that's what I want to see him continue into this third round.
Purpose and venom. That's probably what his corner are telling him right now. But they all seem incredibly calm, and so they should as we go into the third round of 4 in this welterweight fight between Charlie Hamilton and Owen Durnan. Owen Durnan said in an interview that he started boxing because he got a bit bullied in school for being geeky, he said, but you know, he's obviously made it
being
good.
geeky.
Absolutely none whatsoever. None whatsoever.
No, but that's how a lot of boxers gain their confidence. You know, a lot of kids in school, they lack the confidence. They may be getting bullied in school, and then boxing gives you that, you know, confidence, you know, that self-awareness, and yeah, like you said, a lot of people, that's how they find themselves.
But Hamilton's piling on the pressure here in the third round. Just got clipped there by Durnan, but he's coming forward and he's just up in the pace, just like you were saying, Dan. I think he's pacing this fight really well.
Yeah, he might be someone that needs to go into 6 rounds, might need more time to break down his opponent, because right now, rounds 1 and 2, he seems really, really comfortable. Really, really comfortable.
And again, he's working well behind the jab. He's using that rear hand up through the middle and then straight down the pipe as well. Again, nice clean uppercut landed there. You can see that he's looking to really up the pace and put the pressure on Durnan to show what he can do.
Durnan just landed some nice body shots in there. Sometimes that takes the wind out of you, and it's probably a nice little trick from the away fighters to just slow down their prospects, because, you know, when you're up and coming, you're firing and raring to go, and sometimes the older heads, so to speak, just have those little tricks that to try and just slow you down.
Again, Durnan is landing some decent shots on Hamilton, giving him something to think about, but Hamilton just finding his way in from behind the jab. He moves his feet round quite well, he stays in range.
Yes, he's creating very good angles, punching, then spinning off and making Durnan have to reset and turn again. But yeah, it's some good work from Charlie.
And there's no sign of him slowing down as we approach the final minute of the third round of 4 in this welterweight contest. But again, we can hear the support for Hamilton in York Hall this evening. He said that his father and his brother have supported him throughout his career. His dad took him absolutely everywhere, which is so needed, especially as an amateur when you're travelling all over the country. And no doubt he's doing them proud this evening. Nice lead hook landed there. He's got Durnan on the ropes.
Yeah, I like him to keep him there, working. Don't let him come back out, like, because when he has him there, he's got him under pressure, and I think once he's got him on the ropes, just working there. Like now, yeah, just, you know, he works, then he comes back out and allows Durnan the chance to like get a breather or catch on. But again, another round for Charlie.
Smile on the face of Durnan as he walks back to his corner. Be interesting to hear what his corner would be saying to him right now, but Charlie Hamilton's right by us and we can see that he's enjoying himself.
Yes, he is. And I don't think he's blowing either. Landed a lovely right hand there. And like I said, with the angles, he throws and then spins off, creating good angles where he can't be hit. Good work from Charlie. I don't think they're giving Durnan the stool. I don't think he sat down. It goes to show how experienced he is too. 4 rounds is probably nothing to him.
All in a nice work for Owen Durnan as he is giving Charlie Hamilton a nice move around at the York Hall this evening, and Hamilton's just come out. Bit of a springing step in this final round.
Yeah, you know, like I said, Charlie's very comfortable. The only thing, if I was in his shoes, that I'd be thinking is, let's see if I can get him out of there. But besides that, he's boxing well, good feet, good fundamentals, good balance, lovely 1-2. I'm sure he's doing everything his corner's telling him to do.
But again, he just comes forward so nicely behind that jab. He sizes him up, and you know, most of what he is throwing is actually landing his Hamilton. You know, he's boxing a very intelligent, clinical fight here.
Yes, I was going to say that the percentage rate of shots thrown and shots landed is probably very high in Charlie's favour, because every shot he's throwing, they're landing. Would have liked him to work the body a bit more, but you know, when you're landing that jab at ease, you're obviously going to carry it. That was a lovely jab to the body, just mix it up, because all these jabs have just been to the head, so it's nice to see him just stab to the body as well.
I think he's been a bit more varied with his right hand in this fight. He's bringing them up and bringing them over, but nice 1-2 there from Charlie Hamilton.
He looks really good when he throws combinations. When he's throwing threes, fours, he looks really, really good. And especially when he does it off a jab. Good body shot from Durham there.
Just got caught with a couple there from Durnan, but doesn't seem to have made quite an impact on Hamilton. He's still coming forward. Just tied up in the centre ring. Referee just having a look, but lets the action go on. But I hear what you're saying about the combinations. When Hamilton's throwing his combinations, he looks like a slick operator.
Yes, he really does. And sometimes they don't all have to be hard. You know, you remember people like Joe Kawasaki just used to kill you with the blistering speed and the amount of shots he was throwing. And when Charlie's throwing his threes, they all got caught with a left hook there. But when he's letting his shots go, he looks really something different.
Just approaching the last 30 seconds of the final round, four rounds in this welterweight contest. But Charlie Hamilton winning it for us so far, but taking a couple of decent shots from Owen Durnan, who is looking to make a bit of an impact on Hamilton, making him work for it.
Yes. He's definitely come and done his job today.
And again, 10-second clapper goes. I wonder if Hamilton's going to just pile on the pressure and leave it all in the ring tonight. Smile on his face as he moves round. Thought that was a decent contest for Charlie Hamilton. I mean, I think I hear what you're saying. Could he be ready for his next fight to be a 6-rounder? Because that looked comfortable for him.
Very comfortable. And some fighters are like that, you know. They start slow. Not that Charlie started slow, but he might need more time to break down his opponent. You're fighting the likes of Durnan, who's never been stopped. He's fighting his 23rd contest in a year. He's battle ready, you know. It would be hard to stop someone like that in 4 rounds. So, yeah, maybe the next step is to take Charlie up to 6 rounds, but you don't know. Management might want to take it slow with him, and we don't know what plans we have for him, but good points win.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Kieran McCann scores the bout 40-36. And your winner, Charlie Hamilton.
40-36, I think that's no surprise at all. I think Hamilton boxed a very intelligent fight. I think he paced it well, like you said. He started off at a certain pace, but that built in every single round. He was clinical, he was intelligent, and it was a great fight.
No, very good. I hope he goes away from that, learns, and like I said, personally, I think maybe a 6-rounder might be better for him. But definitely won every round in my eyes, and looking forward to seeing him again.
December, you've got a fight ahead of you. You've already got your sights set on the next fight. Let's talk a little bit about your performance tonight. You worked so well behind that jab. That lateral movement was really key. How did it feel sort of stepping up through those rounds and working through those gears?
It felt good. I struggled to get warm at first, but as the fight started to go on, started to pick up everything, you know, tempo, head movement, everything, so I thought it was good.
Obviously, you're really experienced as an amateur. You're a former national champion. How much does that experience play a part in the professional ranks?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive. Amateurs is a different story, but fighting's fighting, so I got the experience behind me.
Do you feel that that's something that comes naturally to you, that's really inbuilt, that you experience through the amateurs, that you could transfer over into the pro ranks?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Just the experience of being in the ring and doing my thing on the night when it's all a blur, you know, just being able to get the job done.
Well, listen, it was really exciting to watch you box. You've got a ton of support in the building. They were all going off as you're in the ring. Could you hear them?
Yeah, I could hear them.
Yeah. Do you have a message that you want to share with them?
To everybody who comes out from Wellingborough, Higham, Rushden to London to come and watch me box, we're in this together. So when I do get these titles, they'll belong to us, not just me. We're a team, so.
Those are lovely words, really sincere words. You can tell how much they mean to your supporters as well. It's really exciting. Do you have a date secure for December?
Yeah, December 12th, I'm boxing in Northampton.
December 12th. Well, listen, guys, you want to keep your eyes on Charlie Hamilton. 2-0 tonight. Really exciting future ahead of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Cheers.
That was Charlie Hamilton. He moved to